Hello there and welcome back to the BroBryceCooks channel. Today I'm going to unbox the Simply Calphalon 10-piece set with the bonus set here. So what we have is we have a complete set with an 8-inch omelet pan, a 10-inch omelet pan, a 1-quart saucepan and cover, a 2-quart saucepan and cover, a 3-quart saucepan, Sauté pan and cover, and then a 6-quart stock pot and cover. And the bonus is the 12-inch all-purpose pan and cover. And this has the 2 handles that you can kind of see on there. So that's pretty sweet, right? All right. So I'm going to set this one aside for just a moment while we get into this big kahuna here. And if you're curious about where you can find this, I put the link in the description of the video down below. It'll take you right to where you can find out more information about this set. Just trying to make sure I open it up right. All right, it's a pretty big box. Not as heavy as I expected it to be, but goodness, it's a pretty big box. Can you lend me a hand here? Let's get some extra hands into here and we can just pull this out onto my lap. I'm gonna set this aside right over here. Okay, so with that, we have, I'm gonna guess this is the 8-inch omelet pan, right? So 8-inch omelet pan, and right away you will notice that it's heavier duty than most of your regular Teflon pans. Calphalon is pretty awesome. It's interesting how when you touch it, it feels oily, but then you feel your fingers and it's not. It's just that it's that non-stick. It's just that, well, I don't know, the molecular structure of it is pretty congruent to not sticking, and you feel your fingers slipping, but it has this kind of, you can probably hear that a little bit, it has this kind of texture to it. So it's not just strictly smooth, it has this kind of texture to it, and I think that probably is part of what lends to it being non-stick. And of course the reason why we went to Calphalon is because of, you know, all the talk about, you know, different non-stick surfaces that might contribute to Alzheimer's or whatever, as, you know, pieces of the non-stick surface starts to fleck off. Here you have a silicone handle on here, and yeah, this is the 10-inch actually, right there, the 1390 10-inch pan, and we got these on a really great price. So there's that one, and I'll give you that. And we got lots of cool cardboard. And then this is with the 6-inch saucepan. Is that what's on there?
The 1-quart.
The
1-quart saucepan.
The 1-quart saucepan? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's your one, oh, here it is. Oh, it doesn't say, yeah, it's a 1-quart saucepan here. So again, same non-stick surface, same silicone thing on there. And one thing that I noticed with the Calphalon pans that I've used is that these little bolts here, they are not covered with a non-stick surface. But I will say this, if you're persistent with using just a soft sponge to clean it, these will still come clean, right? And if you consistently just use a soft sponge, the Calphalon surface will come totally clean. And it has this same gray color all over the entire little pot here, and I like these bolts that they use to put this in. It really feels rugged and doesn't feel like it's going to do any kind of, you know, twisting or anything. Kind of like that. There's some plastic And this, I think, is the cover for our 10-inch. So let's have that. Huh? No?
This is one of the quart pots.
You sure? Okay. We'll get there. So we got some more cardboard. Let me just pull this out. And it's these Calphalon lids are very cool in that they have this kind of a, it's kind of like a, the steel where it lines up with the glass has sort of like a gasket feel to it. I don't know if it's an actual like silicone gasket, but if you look in there, you can see that the fit on this ring is really super tight. You don't get a lot of the grime and stuff in there. Typically, I wipe these out with a damp sponge and it just cleans right out. So, and they're really pretty and elegant. They're tough and they don't scratch easy either. So, and it's cool because it has a silicone top on it and it's easy to grab these things. Do that. And we'll keep these lids handy so we can test them out on the different pots as we get them out of here. And all right, blocking your view. More plastic. Yum. All right, so this is going to be our 8-inch omelet pan, which I rarely make an 8-inch omelet, but we do a lot of frying of single serving. Sometimes we cook a lot more at home now, and the money that we spend on this, we're saving by not eating out because we eat really good now after we started cooking a lot more at home. So it has this kind of flat gray finish again, and so this one is the 8-inch omelet pan. I just want to show that to you. And plastic there. Oh, we got more cool stuff. I think this goes to the little saucepan. Nope. Okay. This is gonna probably go in one of the larger saucepans. So we have this great little top here. We're gonna figure this out as we go along. And got more cardboard, rings, and this is our big stew pot here. This is the Calphalon pot, which I'm sure that lid goes to. One of those lids. Oh, how about no?
That one.
That one there. There we go. So yeah, this is the 6-quart pot, and that's how the lid fits on it. And I want to show you, it doesn't really move around a whole lot. It's very nice fitting. The cool thing is the rings are set up in such a way to where it's got kind of a rough edge to it. It's smooth to the touch, but when you set it on here, if you wanted to let it just bubble a little bit out the side, you can let it vent out that way, or you can keep it here to isolate that heat right in there. And it's kind of cool. It's got this kind of brushed look to it, brushed finish. 2 silicone handles and 4 screws, 4 bolts holding each of these handles in, so you can really get some weight in there. Oh yeah, let's get that literature out of there. I'll trade you. I have a piece of plastic. So in here we have our Calphalon 10-year warranty here, and we've got our Calphalon universal use and care instructions. Just want to give you a quick look at that. So it's written in a few languages, so you'll find that one side of it is in English right there. And we can take those. This cardboard kind of goes back and forth, back and forth. So I'm just going to pull things out one thing at a time. All right. So here we've got our little lid for our little 1-quart saucepan. I'll show you that. So again, that fits real nice in there. And so if you're making like a fondue or something like that, probably be fairly easy to do in this thing. Keep the heat in it so it stays molten lava just like you love it. And now here, got another saucepan here. I'm gonna hand my lovely assistant slash wife slash wallet another great piece of cardboard and plastic. So this is the 2-quart saucepan, which I know that she has the lid for, which we tried on the 1-quart first. Again, nice solid fit. Notice this is that thickness on that. Man, this is no joke. That's a good solid pan. And you could pay a lot more for these separately, but as a kit, you'll find that these pots are really a good deal. So again, with the silicone, again with the 2 reinforced bolts, pretty great. And the bolts that are on top of here, if you get a look at those, I'm not sure if you can see that, but the bolts that are on top of there are pretty sturdy as well. It's not just glued on. All right, and let's get this. There we go. I think that's the last thing that's in the box, in this particular box. Thank goodness. So we have in here, we have the, this is the 3-quart Sauté pan. And it's a little dusty out of the box there, but it'll clean right up because it's Calphalon. And notice that it's got the extra handle on the end of it. I like that very much. There's plenty of times when we've wanted to cook something and we've wanted to, you know, something that maybe like, for instance, stroganoff or something where you may want to drain it off, and it's a lot easier if you have an extra place to put your hands. And with that lid on there, you can put the lid just a little off kilter and use your thumbs or something. Maybe it's too hot, I don't know. But let's try this lid on here just to see how she fits. It's nice and solid. You could probably pretty easily set that a little off kilter like that and drain your stuff. Anyway, I would always recommend safety first. But this one has a little longer handle on it. And I noticed that they use the same structure. I like how they kind of have this like vented V thing in here. That means that that heat is not going to conduct out to the handle even as much. And even though you have this silicone barrier, sometimes I find that with some of my other Calphalon pans, you still end up with some of that heat out there. And the better that they're able to isolate that with this kind of a design, I think that's pretty awesome. So that's the main box, the 10-piece set. And then the bonus that comes with it is this 12-inch all-purpose pan. There we go. We'll hand that one over there. And it comes with the cover again. Same kind of cover, big honking cover. I don't know if you know it, but a 12-inch pan is no joke. That's a good size chunk of metal. And the big thing that I really love about the Calphalon, because you know, when you're using a nonstick pan, when you buy a nonstick pan, every nonstick pan, when you first buy it, is awesome. It's ridiculous, and nothing sticks to it. It's beautiful, right? And then after the first few times you clean it, it's not so wonderful. But one thing that I love about the Calphalon that makes it real special to me is that this heating surface here is even, and that's important to me because my stove is a train wreck. My stove does not heat evenly, and so when I have a piece of metal on there that heats really evenly across it, it makes it real easy for me to cook. So the cool thing about this is that it's kind of slanted like a bowl. And so even if you were to make omelets in it, use it for stir fry, you could use this as a wok, I guess. You could do all kinds of things in it. It's going to be easy to get things to come out of it. All of these have this kind of curved bottom, but this one especially has this kind of bowl side. It's like a frying pan, but it's also kind of like a pot. So I like this design, and this is a real big piece of metal too to cook in. And again, that nice tight fit for the lid. It's cool because you're going to be able to cook things like, you know, if you do like I do, sometimes I put things in there that's already frozen or whatever, and this is going to seal that heat in there and cook things nice and even. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this unboxing. Again, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, you can click that subscribe button right up there. You can want to check out the previous video, which would be right over there, and then you can click on the next video, which would be right up here. And I hope that you like this video. If you like it, please make sure you click the thumbs up, share it with your friends, somebody that might find this useful. And again, if you want more information about this particular pots and pans set, check the links in the description. It's all there. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.